Why post the photo? If you don't want the likes, the comments, the thirst, the simps, the haters, all of the above, don't post the photo. You post that, you're looking for all of.
What happens if a WNBA athlete prioritizes Instagram likes over labs? Think about Angel Reese, whose fans were so appalled by her latest behavior that they had her do the unimaginable. However, while Reese is busy shattering the internet, and not in a good way, Caitlyn Clark is smashing records at the gym. This is a ridiculous idea. What if Reese continued to play her game as long as she continued to take selfies? Instead, she would be brazenly deleting her social media accounts, complaining about her salary, and strolling the red carpet. Caitlyn Clark, who looks like Rocky Balboa in a basketball jersey, is working hard at the gym to get better while still making time for voluntary work. Two players, two very different paths. I assure you that you won't believe what Sue Bird had to say about this circumstance. Let's analyze it.
Really fun, rewarding, and also interesting to watch these younger athletes step into their professional careers. Obviously, Caitlyn and Angel are two great examples.
Let's discuss 2 off-seasons when a rookie in the WNBA is busy removing content from her social media accounts and her opponent from the court.
Like so much earlier, these athletes are thinking about themselves as businesses, as brands. And it's amazing because they're carrying that with them to the WNBA, and so everything's just...
First up is Angel Reese, the self-described Bayou Barbie, who seems more concerned with living up to her moniker than honing her inner game. Her most recent stunt was wearing a mocha-colored leopard print gown with a split so high that it possibly could block shots better than she can. But you know what? That little fashion show didn't sit well with her fans.
How can you wear that and also complain and post it and also complain that you don't like being sexualized? What is the take here?
You know, it's funny. I just did another show right before this one, and we talked about how this younger generation just wants to cry and be victims about everything.
You were rather accurate in your reading. Reese's aspirations to become the WNBA's next big thing vanished more quickly than her Instagram following. According to reports, some thought her New Year's Eve attire was a little too hot for a professional athlete. Don't worry, Reese fans. She is still getting attention on Twitter and TikTok because her priorities are right.
Understand, you want to wear it, you feel great about it, you got a great body, you play in the WNBA, but you cannot cry. You cannot say anything. I mean, have you seen some of her TikTok posts? Like, she's literally held up an outline after getting waxed. You can literally see all of her business there outlined in blue wax. And I'm like, oh yes, please tell me how sexualized you are. I mean, what are you gonna...
The problem is that while Reese is busy lip-syncing to songs proclaiming how amazing she is, her detractors are singing a different song. They claim that on social media, she puts fashion and personal branding ahead of basketball. Although it doesn't seem necessary, she appears to be attempting a Kardashian-style jump shot.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single...
Now, let's turn our attention to Caitlyn Clark, who is truly living up to the hype. Yes, she participates in charitable work and golf as off-court activities, but guess where she spends the most of her time on the court? It's shocking. What if I told you that even seasoned professional players would be perspiring as Clark refines her position during her off-season routine? There will be skill drills, intense workouts, and yes, a novel basketball concept.
You've got a new coach who's going to give you new looks, new game plans. You've got another year with Leah Boston, likely Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Home. And then you've got the moves that the Fever can make in the offseason, whether it be free agency or the draft, to bolster.
While Reese is busy building a house of cards with Instagram posts, Clark is honing her left-hand technique, honing her mid-range floater, and increasing her already impressive shooting accuracy. She seemed to be building a basketball empire. Perhaps Reese just needs some guidance from a renowned WNBA player.
Wait.
But now they're in that world. And so my only advice is usually just to make sure they keep basketball the main thing, because at the end of the day, that is your vehicle.
What's crazy, do you know? Sue Bird has revealed something that could ruin Angel Reese's entire career, while Reese is preoccupied with breaking the internet. The legendary WNBA player just got into the ring, and she's not holding back. To be honest, everyone pays attention to what Sue Bird has to say. This time, she offers some guidance that leaves everyone questioning if she is attempting to preserve Reese's career or foretell its demise.
It's your vehicle to, Angel Reese has a podcast. It's her vehicle to be a podcaster, right? Whatever Caitlyn ends up doing, it's the vehicle to get you to that point. So you always want to make sure that part doesn't fall.
When Bird compared athletes' on-court success to their personal branding, she might as well have been staring at Reese. Music, she even brought up LeBron James, stressing that King James never skips a workout in spite of his enormous off-court responsibilities. She appears to be pointing a mirror at Reese and music and asking, "See the difference?" But wait, there's more. Bird offers more guidance than just skipping a few workouts. It is related to the long game. You know how important music is to a professional athlete's career.
It's a balance. You have to find that balance. But when you look at some of the other athletes, particularly men, who've set a little bit of a blueprint in terms of the business and the sport, you never see LeBron miss a workout.
Now, let's connect the dots. When Bird is imparting these pearls of wisdom, where is Reese? She's busy with red carpet appearances, podcast interviews, and whining about her pay, you know. She appears to be trying out for Real Housewives of the WNBA instead of concentrating on being a legitimate WNBA player. But the Bird isn't just blowing smoke. Her Instagram following is unrelated to the reason she is a legend. We're talking about diminishing skills, shorter careers, and a one-way ticket to remember when status.
A lot of the videos we see with Caitlyn Clark, she's got actual men, grown men out there in her face trying to keep her from making shots and this and that and the other. There's not a lot of hands in Angel Reese's face here, and I am confused by the fact that she's trying to become this long-range player, it looks like. She plays under the basket, or we thought she was playing under the basket.
What do they say? When the big dogs start barking, you'd better pay heed. Right now, they're barking up Angel Reese's tree, and they really are. The warning is no longer being raised by Sue Bird alone. Our full-fledged choir of reviewers isn't exactly singing Reese's song. When was the last time you watched a training montage of Bayou Barbie that wasn't heavily edited? That's exactly what Bird is warning about. Even though basketball is still the main theme of Reese's music,
she's a rookie in the league whose team sucked, who asked out at the end of the season with an injury, who won't shut up about herself, who ran their best player out of town. The coach got fired, and she started a podcast 5 seconds into the thing, creating all this controversy.
Let's start with Dave Portnoy, the head of Barstool Sports. He doesn't hold back when it comes to our favorite baller who seeks attention. Portnoy described Reese's lack of class in great detail. But what is really bothering him?
Your first-round draft pick had the season she had, the controversy she had, got injured in a questionable injury, asked out, and then started a podcast gossiping about everything in the league as a rookie? Please. Yeah. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's head down, just in the gym,
ready to go.
You don't hear a peep from her. She cares about on the
This is the issue. Portnoy is not buying Reese's stuff. He is tired of seeing her face everywhere but on the court. You know, the red carpet appearances, the look at me routine, and the frequent posts on social media. Point fans want to see ballers play. They don't give a damn about influences. He basically says, "Hey, Angel, how about you focus on your jump shot instead of your photo shoots?" But there's more. LSU legend Shaquille O'Neal, who is an expert at striking a balance between domination on the floor and...
You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? You got 20,000 points with this shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry. Your shot is...
For those who don't know anything about NBA history, it's hardly a compliment. Despite his talent, Jameson never fully lived up to the superstar tag. Shaq is essentially saying that Reese is a role player who pretends to be a superstar and is all flash and no substance. Music, you would think Reese would be heading to the gym to refute the critics given the extreme heat. But Reese seems to be concentrating only on honing her social media abilities. Angel, those heavily edited three-point shot videos don't fool anyone.
She was literally the most inefficient player within 5 foot in all of the WNBA. Any which way you put it, she shot bad from the field. All right, she's 6'3" and she plays under the basket, and she shot 39.1% from the field.
Reese's ability to lead a life outside of basketball is undeniable, but when your off-court behavior starts to eclipse your on-court accomplishments, you have a problem. Right now, Reese's problem is critical. Are you aware of what true devotion looks like? Caitlyn Clark will show us all what true dedication looks like. While other people are focused on being influential and making appearances on the red carpet, Clark is out there striving for greatness. I promise you that her off-court routine is serious.
I just come out here and try to, play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what comes.
You may be thinking, come on, is she really working that hard? It's actually far more intense than you might think. Rather than simply going to the gym, Clark is utilizing it as her own basketball app. We're talking about scrimmages that resemble championship games rather than practice sessions, shooting exercises that might wear out a machine, and strength training that would help professional athletes win. But this is when it becomes really interesting. Clark isn't only putting in a lot of overtime, You
guys saw this workout. This workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlyn Clark because she is directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look, honestly. I think that's a really, really good look for her because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses and not the glamorous.
Even though things got better after the Olympic break, the extreme ball pressure is still evident. She bases double and triple teams nearly every night after honing her control. Even if Caitlyn Clark is already a ball magician, let's not forget that she led the league in turnovers the previous season. That was mostly due to how her teammates adapted to her amazing next-level passes. Ones that even they weren't ready for. Under pressure, Clark is meeting this challenge head-on, and the next mid-range game is a significant advancement. Everyone is aware of Clark's signature logo threes and her ability to dominate the rim during the previous season. Despite the fact that she made an incredible 62% of her shots within 5 feet of the rim, opponents have taken advantage of this flaw by forcing her into challenging situations. Now that she's countering, she's adding a dependable floater and pull-up jumper to her repertoire, making her even more lethal and nearly unstoppable. Finally, Clark is making an effort to finish via contact. The physicality of the NBA is subdued. The unsettling thing is that Clark isn't just keeping up her game. Instead, she's stepping it up and paying close attention to her areas of weakness. Her opponents fear the repercussions. Imagine a Caitlyn Clark who excels against double-team teams, can finish at the rim while absorbing contact, and has a strong mid-range game to complement her deep threes.
Back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympics.
When you combine it with her limitless range and her accurate quarterback-level passes, you're looking at an unstoppable force. It's like giving Superman immunity to kryptonite, along with flight, music, thermal vision, super speed, and unparalleled strength. The terror that Caitlyn Clark will unleash next season is something that defenders must get ready for.
So you're starting from a very high place, but as Michael Jordan once famously said, right, the ceiling is the roof. And there really is no ceiling on Caitlyn Clark's game because of her vision. I think the thing that stands out the most to me is her court vision. And when you're able to shoot from deep the way she's able to shoot.
You might be thinking that all of this training must have a cost. There's no way she could have time for anything else. But in addition to perfecting her art, Clark is building her brand in the right way, so she doesn't lose sight of what initially brought her here, her love for the game and her fans. She also makes time for philanthropic work and fan connection. She's not just setting up thirst traps or starting Twitter feuds. What's incredible is that she's doing all of this without.
There is really nothing you can do as a defense but hope the ball doesn't go. That's the level of greatness that Caitlyn Clark can get to, where the defense's only hope is that.
But wait, there's more. Clark, music, is not afraid to tell her experience to her audience. Instead of just being a collection of flashy photos, her social media accounts provide a window into her grind. Her music, which she is displaying to the world as what it truly takes to be great, is adored by her fans. The flash is not as significant as the content.
The amount of people that have showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is or have their shoe. Just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity.
What does this mean for the future of the WNBA? Let's just say that Clark is establishing a new benchmark and proving that you can grow your company while keeping basketball as your primary emphasis. It's not about choosing between being a great player and a marketable star. It's about being both while always putting the game first. People, let's be honest. Angel Reese is focused on gaining attention, whereas Caitlyn Clark is out there building an empire. What's crazy, do you know? Reese is off-season.
The more people can get out and watch the W or watch the college game or whatever it is, the better it's going to be for people.
In actuality, having a lot of Instagram followers is not a must for WNBA success. Instead, it's about showing your worth on the court and being there every day. I'm excited to watch how this all plays out because the Fever and the Sky have 5 games left in the future season. Please share your predictions in the comments area after subscribing and turning on all alerts to make sure you never miss anything. Once you click the video on the screen, we'll see you in the next one.